You
We're
used to be Tiffani Amber Thiessen.
Yes.
And then I notice it's Tiffani Thiessen.
Yeah.
What happened to Amber? Where did Amber go?
I lost the Amber, so if anybody knows where it is, please call Conan.
Please go, yeah. Was that a decision that you made? Like, I don't want the Amber in my name anymore?
Not really. It wasn't that big of a deal to me, so I think everybody else is making a big deal about it, you know? But it's not that, I mean, it was just a name, and it sounded like a stripper's name anyway, so it didn't matter to me.
So you just thought Tiffani Amber Thiessen was too much.
It was a little much. It was a little much.
So now you're just Tiffani Thiessen.
Yes.
Okay.
Tiffani Thiessen. Do you like it better?
I think it's very pretty.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters. I mean, my name's Conan, so what do I know? You know?
I like Conan.
Now, I mentioned earlier in the show, I just mentioned Saved by the Bell. Crowd goes crazy.
Isn't that
There's this reaction to Saved by the Bell that it's so crazy because I have to say, and this may seem creepy to people, but before I started doing this show and I was living out in Los Angeles, I used to watch Saved by the Bell.
Oh, I know.
And I was, a grown man.
I know.
And I'd be there like shaving, watching Saved by the Bell.
That was the reason why I first came on, was because of Saved by the Bell, and you were such a huge fan.
Yeah, and I just wanted
to... You were a huge Screech fan. From what I remember.
In what? Oh, he's not dead. I don't think.
I don't think either.
No. But the point is, I just to watch that show, and I
Are you still watching it?
Well, I don't see it anymore. I guess maybe it's on rerun somewhere.
I think it is, yeah.
Or else there's a Saved by the Bell, like the new generation with kids who are,
Yeah, there was a couple different ones afterwards, and then we actually just had an E! True Hollywood Story about us or something a couple weeks ago.
When you have your own E! True Hollywood Story, you know you've made it.
You've made it. I think so too.
I can't get an E! True Hollywood Story because there's no tragedy in my life.
Well,
my life is
drama.
boring. So if they made one about me, it was like, and then Conan lost his pudding, and I'd be like, but then found some more pudding. Well, then was happy.
True. There's got to be drama behind the set,
So were there other adults watching Saved by the Bell? It wasn't just me. You got the impression that other adults were watching.
The fan mail we would get. We would get some prisoners and, Did
I mention I was in prison in Los Angeles?
Yeah, we did. It was, yeah, you might have been one of the only ones that I actually know about.
Right. Who talks about it at length. Yeah, I think that's the difference. I'm like, I watch it all the time. I had no personal life.
Okay, talking
that's all I did day in and day out.
Right.
Fastlane. You have this show, Fastlane, and this show is...
Have you gotten to see a little bit of it?
Yes, I have watched Fastlane.
Really?
It's extremely slick, very sexy show. You were making out with a woman on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, I
was.
Yes.
Was that... had you done something like that before on film, or was this like the first time?
No.
Yeah.
Zing! No, it was the first time I had ever done that, and it was Jaime Pressly, who I'm sure a lot of you guys know who that is.
Jaime Pressly.
And very attractive woman, so it wasn't that hard, I have to say, for the first time. But I felt very manly next to her, because she's so petite. I felt like I was really, kind of a lot bigger than her, and it was a little uncomfortable.
I don't know what would make you manly. I can't imagine. I don't see you. I don't care who they put you next to. I don't think.
I felt like I was like overpowering her. It was a little hard.
Now, there's some edgy stuff on this show. As they asked you to do anything, because you do amazing stunts on this show, and have they asked you to do anything where you said no? I'm not going to do that.
Well, I have to say, besides the things that I love to do, like I got to jump off a bridge a couple weeks ago, which was really fun, and all these fight scenes.
We all love jumping off bridges. What are you talking about?
It was so great.
Jumping off a bridge?
I got to jump off a bridge, 35 feet into a trash can, a huge trash can.
Every person's dream.
Awesome. It was so much fun. But they did come to me one time, actually. It was an episode that was just aired last week, that they wanted me to do a prison fight, and they wanted to shoot it in a shower.
So they wanted you to be naked for a fight.
Yeah. Which I find... let's see.
Well, clearly...
The Fox viewership right there, Yep,
clearly the voting is in.
Yeah, the voting is in. But we couldn't figure out a way to shoot it so you wouldn't be able to see anything, and then fighting, and it was just a little too much. But they were actually trying to make it work.
And so you said, no, I'm not going to have a nude fight in a prison shower. Okay.
It's like, what is this, Oz for women? No. I'm not going to do that.
The crowd's leaving in droves now. Well, then what the hell? We're out of here. But you actually know karate, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I've been doing it for quite some time now.
How good are you? Could you drive the cartilage in my nose into my cortex? Seriously?
I'm guessing I probably could, but I wouldn't want to try.
No, you know. Tune in, folks. No, I don't want you to drive the cartilage into my cortex, but they do teach you in theory ways to drive a nose into someone's brain.
Self-defense, absolutely.
Do you ever kind of wish you could, open a can of whip ass on somebody? Yeah.
You know, I think there's a part of you that feels very empowered when you know those kind of things, absolutely. And it's been great to actually use it on the show, which is great.
Right.
But I think in the spur of the moment, if something were to happen, I think your adrenaline would just really kick in. And yeah, I think it would be great.
Right.
Absolutely.
I think I would run away if there was any sign of trouble.
Screaming, right?
Yeah, shrieking. And then I would go home and eat pudding and watch the Saved by the Bell rerun. That's sadly my reaction as a man. Fastlane airs Friday nights at 8 on Fox. Tiffani, thank you so much for coming back.
So nice to see you.
Come on back soon. Tiffani Thiessen, everybody. We'll be right back with Amy Mann. Stick around.